Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am your refined mental woman, Melissa J. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you got any questions about topics I speak about, you can email me at melissaj328@gmail.com. Okay, so jumping right into the topic, today's topic, we're going to speak about why you should get a relationship with yourself first before getting to a relationship with someone else. Now, I'm not talking about like with your parents because, you were born from them and you had to come here. I'm talking about like before you get into a relationship with a person that you so-called consider yourself as being with as a partner to love and to do all those other things with, right? So you should get in a relationship with yourself first because you never know if that is the actual person that you're supposed to be with, okay? And by you knowing yourself first, you'll be able to know if you should be able to, have a relationship with somebody that connects with you, that connects with self, that is also a person that is being their self. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to get in a relationship with somebody that is a you person that considers themselves as, a you person. They might not know they're a you person, but this is why I have this channel, because I want people to start being themselves, being who they naturally are, and not banking their personalities off of what they see off TV, social media, and any type of other acts or roles or titles that they feel that should falsely define them on this false narrative that we all live in, right? And what happens is that if you don't get to know yourself before getting into a relationship, you can get into a relationship with somebody and end up wasting your time, okay? You can consider yourself, you might, become a little bit more older in your age, and then there you go, you have children from a relationship that you don't want to be in. And then once you get into it, you're stuck, okay? Your time is wasted. You have children. You possibly might, get married, start sharing expenses and things like that. And then once the children probably, get older or something and you're changing, being yourself, but the other person is stuck in a you state, which is a three-dimensional state of people, places, and possessions. What happens is when you try to raise your children, which is I try to say, or what I do say is rise your children. But I'll have another topic about that later, about rising your children instead of raising them, because it's a different way to do it. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to raise their children, but there is a way that you're supposed to do it so they can rise, okay, up to themselves and who they really are supposed to be. But when you are starting to go on your self-love journey, right, and then the person that you have been with or you are with, all right, they may not want to go on their self-love journey because, like I said, they could be stuck in a three-dimensional state. And when y'all trying to, share the discipline of the children and, the way they're supposed to go, it might not resonate with your partner, okay, to raise the children in that sense either, to, rise, to, go up to higher levels and disconnect from the three-dimensional state, right? And it could confuse the children. Okay, the children wouldn't even know, like, okay, well, damn, I got two parents, I love them both, and one is trying to raise me and the other one is trying to rise me, and I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to think. Well, what that can cause is chaos, and it can cause some type of confusion, okay? Especially if the other person don't want to go on a self-love journey, okay? Not everybody is going to want to go on a self-love journey. Why? Because people will consider themselves, like I said, in a youth state and not realizing whom they are. But as you're rising and you're making a higher connection, sometimes, well, I'm not going to say sometimes, but most of the time, you know, you're going to have people around you, whether if it's your parent, whether if it's like we're talking about right now, like a relationship, or, you know, even children, okay? They will have to decide, okay, whether or not who to choose to, you know, live with or be with. And, you know, they wouldn't know how to really just take everything, right? So that's why I say a lot of times before you even try to get yourself into a relationship with somebody that you would consider yourself having children with, you should always try to get to know yourself first. And along your self-love journey, if you don't have somebody, eventually that person that you're supposed to be with, who is a personified being as well, they will connect with you and you will make a connection. And then there you go, you're having children, you know, if that's what you want. You're having children that are being rise up to themselves and knowing whom they really are. And that bond and that joint of togetherness will help, you know, rise up the children, you know. Like sometimes when a person is going on their self-love journey and they have started their self-love journey, I wouldn't say late, because, you know, it's not, everybody's going to go on their self-love journey when the divine time is ready for them to go on their self-love journey. But if you are getting ready or you are on your self-love journey, I'm going to tell you right now that a lot of people are not going to be able to come with you, okay? And what's going to happen is, oh my gosh, y'all know I'm always driving, and you know, I try to do videos and drive at the same time, but sometimes that's not successful. But we're gonna make it a success anyway. So a lot of people is not going to be able to come with you. So what's going to happen is that you're changing, okay? And by you changing, you're not going to be able to take other people with you. Why? Because when people are growing and changing, they grow and change out of their situations for a better solution up to the realization of whom they really are, okay? And if you don't make those changes and try to take those who are contaminated with toxicity with you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay? And I don't care what type of relationship it is. That's why it's always important to get yourself together before you decide to jump out, okay, and try to find or try to connect with somebody that is on your vibration, that is on your frequency, okay? So I tell you guys right now, before you jump into a relationship, you got to think about the long haul, the futuristic haul of what it would be like, okay? Because you can manifest whatever you want, all right? You just got to know yourself and make sure that those things that are manifesting towards you, okay, is authentic of the genuine person that you are becoming, all right? And I'm not saying that you got to be selfish and boastful and so self-centered that you don't have a connection with the people that you used to connect with. It's just that you're going to have to set boundaries, okay? You're going to have to set boundaries, all right, on how you deal with these people, all right? And I don't care if it is a parent. I don't care if it's, you know, a relationship that you used to be in. I don't care if it's even a child. All right. Sometimes you're just going to have to go on that self-love journey alone. And it's okay, because you're rising up too. And yes, I'm going to tell you right now, it is lonely at the top. But You will connect with those that you're supposed to make a connection with, who are on higher levels as you are, okay, and as you are becoming. But you have to make sure that you get yourself in check first before you decide to get yourself into some type of relationship. It's always vital to have a relationship with yourself first, and there is nothing wrong with that. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you cannot know yourself, that you cannot be in connection with yourself, that you cannot self-love yourself and whom you really are. Because I promise you, what's going to happen is these people who see you rising upon your throne and directing and making higher connections of better opportunities, okay, for your self-fortune, they're going to see you and they're going to want to do the same thing. You have to be an example for them and take that initiative to rise up to what you're supposed to do and who you're really supposed to be, okay? So don't allow nobody to bring you down to their level so they can try to recognize who you are and who you used to be. It is not up to them. It is up to you and self to connect together and be one in whom you are and what you're really supposed to be. So please, I tell you, to always have a self relationship with yourself. Make those adjustments and assessments and really get to know who you are before you waste somebody else's time, all right, to try to be in a relationship with. You have to make sure that you think futuristically on how you want your life to be and who are you becoming to have those connect to you on what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to represent yourself out to them, which is yourself, okay? So if you guys have any questions about topics I speak about, you guys can email me. That's melissajay328@gmail.com. That's melissajay328@gmail.com. And remember to like and subscribe to this channel. And you guys have a beautiful day, evening, night, or whatever your scenery is. And I'll see you guys on the next one.